Hello everybody, my name is Eric and this is Infinite Chronos. So when it comes to buying watches, or really for that matter anything, you always find that there's a group of people out there who are the gatekeepers, the snobs of this particular thing you're buying. In this case, watches. Watches that they feel aren't luxury or aren't up to a particular standard. And quite frankly, who are they to judge what you like in a watch? Today, I put together a list of some watches that I feel are the kind that even watch snobs can't deny. Let's go take a look. All right, so let's just jump right into it. This is the Citizen Tsuyosa Small Seconds. Now, this particular model was released back in April of 2024, and boy, this thing just looks really nice. Now, I really feel like the Citizen Tsuyosa line in general was Citizen's response to the Tissot PRX. I mean, if you look at both of them, they both have stainless steel integrated bracelets. They're both approximately 40 millimeters in size. I just think overall, this is what they were trying to do here. But I do think Citizen kind of stepped the game up when it came to the dial for the Small Seconds version here. This dial looks so nice. It has a very guilloche look to it. Now, it's not truly guilloche. The dial itself has actually been stamped so that it looks like guilloche, but I think overall it really just adds a nice look to this watch. And I do like the use of the Small Seconds. That again adds a lot of visual interest to this particular watch. And I do like that it is at the 6 o'clock position because I feel like that makes the watch feel balanced. It doesn't feel off-center in any way. And I say that because Citizen also makes the Forza line, which is kind of similar to this, but not. But I don't like the positioning of the Small Seconds on the Forza. It feels off and it feels a little bit awkward. But anyway, back to the Tsuyosa Small Seconds. So this, I think, overall is a great watch. Now, it does have an exhibition case back, and I'm not really understanding why they needed to put it on this particular one. There's not really all that much decoration on the movement itself. I mean, you've got this kind of cutout custom rotor that it has, and there's a little Geneva striping on one of the plates and a couple of blued screws, but I think beyond that, you're really not getting a whole lot. So maybe that was something you could do without. But I think overall the stainless steel bracelet's very nice. It does have a butterfly clasp, and you can pick one of these up right now on Jomashop's website for $319. Now that is a heck of a lot cheaper than a Tissot PRX right now. And I think overall this is just a better watch. So maybe go pick one up for yourself if you're looking for something like this. Meanwhile, let's go take a look at our next watch. All right, here we have the Bulova Super Seveille. Just look at that super smooth, sweeping second hand. It's like butter, I tell you, like butter. But seriously, this watch actually draws its inspiration from the Bulova Super Seveille day date that was released back in the 1970s. Now, this particular version does not have the day function, but it does have the date, and they have been so nice to put a cyclops over the date window, which makes that date so much easier to read, especially for somebody like myself. Now, they have updated it, and you can tell the case is this kind of cool looking TV style case, which I think is really nice. They've also put a fluted bezel on this, also very much giving it a retro vibe, kind of a nod back to their 1970s roots on this one. And the movement, of course, has been updated to the Bulova NM10 Precisionist. This is the high precision, high beat quartz movement that they have. This thing is absolutely beautiful, and it's what gives the second hand that really amazing, super smooth sweep. Now, it comes in some different colors. You have a green, you have a blue, and I believe you have a gold tone and a gold tone case with a white dial. And you can pick one of these up on Island Watch's website for around $487. So this is really a fabulous watch that you might want to take a look at if you're looking for something with maybe a little more classiness to it. And if you really want that super smooth sweep in second hand, this is definitely one to check out. Let's take a look now at Orient. All right, so here we have the Orient Sun and Moon. This is an absolutely beautiful watch. Look at this beautiful rose gold case that it has. You have these leather straps with this beautiful deployment clasp. This is just dress watch all the time, nothing else. The champagne dial with the Roman numerals and the blued hands look absolutely beautiful on this watch. I really think this watch does not get the attention that it deserves. I think it's just been really overshadowed by the Bambino. Now, I'm not saying the Bambino is a terrible watch. I think the Bambino is a nice watch, but I just think the Sun Moon in this case just takes that a step further and really makes this and solidifies this as a super, really nice dress watch. You get 3 subdials on this. You're getting your day subdial and you're getting your date, and you're also getting an AM PM indicator in the form of a Sun Moon subdial. Now, it's not truly a moon phase watch, so there is that. And this is all powered by the Orient Caliber F6B24. Now, there's exhibition case back on this particular model, but again, I don't feel that it's needed because all you really have is a customized rotor on the back, and I just think that is just not really necessary. If you're going to do all that work up on the dial and make that dial and everything else just look so beautiful, and then you're not going to do much on the actual movement itself, don't bother putting an exhibition case back. I think that's just kind of wasting a person's time on that. Just my opinion. That's my 2 cents. But I will say, for $289 on Joe Mashop's website, this is an absolutely fantastic buy, and one that I really think if you're in the market for a dress watch all the time, every time, this is one that I think you should probably take a look at. Let's keep going. Okay, so now we come to what I think is the watch that no watch snob can deny anytime. Drum roll, please. That's right. I'm talking to you about the Casio MDV-106, the Duro. This is a watch that just ticks all of the boxes. Casio really just knocked this one out of the park when they made this one. I'm telling you, you get this beautifully polished stainless steel case. You get a screw-down case back that has an etching of a marlin in it. You have a screw-down crown. You have 200 meters of water resistance, a 120-click bezel. You have this beautiful sunburst dial. This watch right here, these are features that you find on watches that cost hundreds more than what Casio is charging, and at only like what, it's under 70 bucks on the resin strap. Now if you want it on a bracelet, you can get it for under 100 bucks. This is a watch that is absolutely phenomenal. No watch snob can deny this watch. This is the watch right here. If you buy no other watch, get the Duro. This thing is absolutely fantastic. Say what you will, I love this watch. But now I will say the resin strap and the stainless steel bracelet, probably not the best on these watches, but that's okay. Take them off. Go get yourself another strap to put on this watch. In fact, Island Watch has a strap, a rubber strap that you can put on the Duro for about 70 bucks. It's a deployment clasp style strap. This thing is absolutely fantastic. It really elevates the look of your Casio Duro. And for the money that you're spending on it, oh, this thing is phenomenal. Without a doubt, this is probably the best watch that you can get for the money, bar none. All right, so you can see with just these 4 watches that I picked out, we're just barely scratching the surface when it comes to these types of watches that a watch snob just couldn't say no to. In fact, we could fill up so many videos just on this alone. Well, why don't you leave me a comment below and let me know about the watches that you think are watches that a watch snob just can't say no to. And if you're still looking for more alternatives to expensive watches and more watches that watch snobs can't say no to, then this video right over here is what you're going to want to check out.